Copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This race, I'm hearing motor. What exactly happened?
Yeah, just something went wrong with the motor. We just had really bad luck lately, and apparently it just broke something.
Trouble on the track. What's going on?
Trouble for Kim Crosby in the 06. The Slidell Junior High School principal in the Golden Flake Chevrolet smacked the outside wall.
Yep, it looked definitely rear end problems, more in the right rear.
Here's what happened to Kim Crosby.
Ooh, she was already down on the apron, so either some engine problems caused some problems getting in, forced her down there, or another car did, but she would not have entered down there, so don't really see what started it.
Done today, a former modified runner from the Northeast in the Shark Lounge, 00, and Mike Langston just behind him. Oh, there goes Kennedy.
Yep, I think he's going to be okay here.
You see the roof flaps come up, and that probably helped him a little bit.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I was right when we went to the 00 car and you were talking. He had those left sides just really flirting with that yellow line.
Here it is. That's a black and gold car.
Down there.
He just goes right around.
Left sides were right down on that line, and it just got turned around on it. It happens easy. All that blacktop there made it where
back up, and now we have a big pack again.
Oh,
Dan Shaver. He collects Paul Menard, Rod Cox. Chad Blunt also involved there. Cars spinning all over the place. Christy Passmore also involved. Bobby Gerhardt, he sneaks through. Menard in the Monaco, number 33. At Auto Parts 200, let's take a look.
Well, we see the 49 car, Dan Shaver, start to move up. You get up underneath those cars, those cars get loose. And right, he gets into Paul Menard. And this thing, everybody did a good job. You're going to get wrecked right there. We see guys wiggle through, try to minimize damage as much as you can.
Check out this. Oh, man, that car just snuck through there. Here's another angle of what we saw.
Let me tell you about this track, especially up here in 3 and 4. The very bottom's got quite a bit of grip. The top's got quite a bit of grip. The middle is no man's land. It is slick in the middle of this racetrack. Pass. Bush decided he needed to get back in line and just worry about that right now. Just for a little bit.
Oh, trouble, big time trouble coming off of turn 4. Cars everywhere. That's the number 1 Verizon car for Andy Belmont, a longtime competitor here on the Arca Remax Series. And that car is destroyed. Ouch, that was a hard lick.
That was a hard hit, most definitely.
Several cars involved here, including the 62 for Chuck Hires. All right, let's take a look at the replay and see what happened. That's out front, just ahead of the wreck. You see the speedy dry getting kicked up or something right there.
Okay, Belmont's up in the wall already. Now we see everyone heading to pit road. Some of them head to the grass.
Oh.
The 62 took a hard hit.
Hires took a wicked lick on the outside wall.
He had to get left reared somewhere up here, or else this is him coming through the grass, turning back up onto the pavement, which he's just out of our view right now.
Wow,
good
is that
job.
Gibson?
Good job right there by Mark Gibson.
Wow.
Missing that accident. It was very close.
Mark Gibson in his 24th year of Arca competition. And here is the battle to watch. I got goosebumps looking at that. These guys got goosebumps too. Kyle Busch trying to win the big one here for the Arca Remax Series. But Frank Kimmel is right behind. Never finished higher than 3rd. He's in 2nd right now, and he really, whoa! Sachs is in the wall. Gets hit from behind. Sachs spinning down the backstretch. Eric McClure just scoots by. Wayne Anderson also involved, the 2-time NASCAR Southeast Series champion. The race to the line. Kyle Busch has got it. Frank Kimmel in 2nd. and Billy Venturini in third. My mistake, no racing back to the line here in the Arca Remax Series, but that right there, no more racing for that car today. The 7 car for Greg Sachs. That's the State of Florida Seafood car. He was hoping for a good run, 7th last year. He's done. Wayne Anderson has been running a couple of Arca Remax Series races from time to time over the past 2 seasons.
It came originally from Robert Yates Racing, but Bobby Jones, the guy who owns that car, has decided that they really needed to have it to be a Dodge, so they made this thing a Dodge. I really don't know if you call it a Ford Intrepid or whether you call it a Dodge Taurus, but anyway, that thing was a Robert Yates car with a Dodge front on it, and they were really hoping to give a good job to George Foreman today, and the other sponsors they had on there, Shrimp from Florida, because these guys were hoping to try to attract enough sponsorship to run the entire season. It may still come true, but Greg Sachs certainly done for today's race.
Tough day, the boy from Long Island. The super late models, let's take a look at what happened. Greg Sachs gets nudged by, I believe, the 44 of Brent Sherman. Tough to tell right there, but he definitely did get nudged behind in the draft there, and then Wayne Anderson, an innocent bystander, just gets caught up in it as well and kind of slaps the outside retaining wall. 18 years old, battling with the veteran right behind him of 40+ years, Frank Kimmel, and then Billy Venturini. He's one of the young guys as well. Shane Neal, a young dude, as is Ryan Hemphill, who rounds out the top 5. 5 to go. Going through the gears. Ray Dunlap, you've seen a bunch of races here. They're always exciting at the finish. What are you thinking right now?
Well, Bob, I got to think about if I'm one of these guys that is planning on running the entire season. Keep in mind, part of this field is here. This is just one race of the season. A bunch of other guys like Kyle Busch are here to win no matter what. Shane Neal says he wants to win no matter what, but other guys got to think about points here a little bit. There are still 21 cars on the lead lap in this race right here, and if I'm Kimmel and I'm Venturini, I'm going to say to myself, if I get a shot for it, I'm going to go for it, but not at a sacrifice for points. Finishing 2nd and 3rd could be okay.
Getting a report out of possible smoke out of the number 87 Ditech.com car. Don't really see it right now, but Frank Kimmel maybe just staying in line, looking for that first advantage that he has to take Billy Venturini with him. But the Venturini's got to worry about the guys behind him too, Ray. He's got Shane Neal and Ryan Hemphill right there, and both of those cars are awesome machines.
The other thing, Bob, is keep in mind, Steve Neal, Shane's dad, is his spotter up on the roof, and Steve's seen a lot of races here. He knows when to tell Shane it's the right time to go. They've been talking on the radio. He said, get your line, get a feel for it. I'll give you the cue when you need to try to make your move. Neal right now sitting back there in 4th, right behind Venturini. He's going to take a look to the inside, but keep in mind, the Arca officials reminded these guys today, just like in Nextel Cup, you cannot go below that yellow line, so these guys are all conscious that they've got to use the right part of the racetrack when they're ready to make their move.
You cannot go below the yellow line, and pass is the key. They are awful close to it going down the backstretch. 3 laps to go. Busch, hey, I would block too, and that's what he's doing right now. Neal ready to attack, and look at this. Bobby Gerhardt in the number 5. He's closing in as well. Billy Venturini looks outside of Kimmel, but doesn't go just yet. Coming down to the line. 2 laps to go. Count them 2. Kimmel trying to win his first ever Daytona race. Has never done it. Highest finish is 3rd. Wants it to add to his impressive resume. Can he do it? Can he get by that stout machine of the Hendrick organization with Kyle Busch, who's running his first Daytona race? How about that, in the lead in your first race at Daytona at 18 years old? Absolutely incredible. Here comes Venturini, looks to the outside. There's Bill Venturini, the former Arca Remax Series champion himself, trying to coach his son to his first ever victory. Remember Shane Neal, a couple seasons ago at Atlanta, finished 2nd to Kerry Earnhardt. There they go, the snake. Busch trying to break the draft. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go, the final lap, all bets are off. Who's gonna do it? Still single file, 6 cars at the front of the field. Busch has got to be looking in his rearview mirror, watching every move that Frank Kimmel makes. Here comes Vettorini on the outside. No. Gerhardt looking. Vettorini snakes. He goes outside. Shane Meal goes with him. He's going to pull up into second spot side by side with the 5-time Arca RE/MAX Series champion. But he's got no help. Nobody goes out there. Billy Vettorini with no friends at all here at Daytona. And that allows Kyle Busch to come down to the start-finish line. Kyle Busch kicks him here at Daytona and whoa, wins the race. But trouble. Shane Meal and Hemphill get together. Gerhardt involved. You knew it was going to happen. Gerhardt, Blunt's involved as well. Shane Meal there sliding on the infield. What a finish here at Daytona for the Arca RE/MAX Series. Wow. Woo. Kyle Busch is your winner. Frank Kimmel is right there as well. But how about that? The 18-year-old, part of the Young and the Restless bunch, wins the big one here at Daytona for the Arca boys and girls. We'll be back and we'll hear from him in a moment. Smacks into the 75. Wow, that was pretty tough right there. Tough break for Shane Meal. Hemphill involved. Billy Vettorini is able to continue, but whoa, bonsai move there. You gotta go for it. You gotta go for the position. And that's what it was all about. 200, see the top 5 right there. Ryan Hemphill, we are told, has been called to the Arca RE/MAX Series trailer. Bobby Gerhardt, 6. Chad Blunt in 7th. Mike Langston with a great run today in 9th. And Jeff Kendall, the former the RE/MAX Challenge Series.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.